Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Now today's video is going to be on Jaeger. We're going to be giving tips for Jaeger using gameplay examples. Now, one of the things I want to quickly talk about when you're using Jaeger is that his gun is actually really powerful. Now, I wouldn't consider it to be like the best gun on defense, but it's definitely up there for sure for being one of the better guns on defense. So with this operator, I highly strongly believe that you guys should be trying to take gunfights whenever you are playing this operator, because remember back in the day how people used to like always say like, oh, this guy's an Ash and Jaeger main. There's a good reason why Jaeger is on the same level as Ash, is because he's actually really strong on defense. Because one of the things that you guys can do with him is you can fortify positions using the ADSs, making it harder for you to get killed when you're doing like certain anchor positions. And then also, since the ADSs refresh over time, they're also very powerful in that regard as well for catching flashbangs and that type of thing. Now, one of the things we're going to be doing here on this first round is we're playing on the opposite side of Skyscraper's top floor. We're on T-bomb site, but we're playing over by Exhibition. Now, the thing that I want to do here, and the reason why I'm specifically standing here, is because there's not an actual good way for the enemy team to kill me in this position, even though I'm getting jackal tracked. And the only way that they can actually push me in this position is by jumping into the window. However, that's going to essentially lead to me and my teammate being able to hit a pincer gunfight onto them the moment that he hops in, which is basically an advantage gunfight for us. Now, right here, I get audio that someone's outside the window just holding me. So I'm going to go ahead and go up on this hop up here, get myself a free kill on this window, and putting us into a nice 5v4 position. Those holes were actually made by my mute, which is fantastic because it ended up giving me a free kill. Right here, there's a guy outside the terrace door. I decided at this point, since it's a 3v4 position, I should go ahead and rotate back to site, because what's ended up happening here is my teammates are giving me callouts that they walked up black stairs. So in this position, I need to look for gunfights for black stairs. I shoot a drone on the backside here, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get on this doorway for barbecue, and the thing that I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to try to get this guy to swing into me, because for whatever reason, when people swing the bottom of black stairs, if you're on that doorway, it's like low-key free kills. I don't know why, but I walk up black stairs here. I'm going to go ahead and kill another guy, this Jäger, or this Gridlock, excuse me, and we go ahead and get a free kill. Now it's a 2v1 position. In this clip, the last guy is going to be over by Geisha side, I want to say. Or no, he's jump side in this clip. And what's going to end up happening here, in this type of position, what I need to do to essentially guarantee the round is I need to essentially just hold across for the hallway here. So you're going to see here, I'm going to sprint across, and what I want to do here is I want to play like a cross angle position with my teammate for the hallway. That's what I want to do, because what I can do in this position on top black next to this T-balcony doorway is I can hold the Geisha rotate. However, the other thing that I'm able to do in this position is that if he starts walking down this hallway, I'm going to be able to swing for audio and basically get a free pre-fire on him. Now right here, I am playing aggressive here, and the reason why I am playing aggressive for this Geisha angle through this like little opening in the soft wall is because my castle is pushed up to Geisha, so I'm trying to play like a partial cross angle with him, because since he is playing super aggressive, I don't want to just leave him hanging. But unfortunately, my castle is going to die. However, the ace is going to malfunction on his positioning and try to run over to the hallway to try to get to Karaoke through the rotate from Geisha, and I end up getting myself a free kill on him and securing the round right there. Now, since Jaeger is one of those operators where you can kind of just place down his utility and then just forget, one of the things that I like to do with him is I like to try to like get my utility down early, reinforce whatever walls that I can reinforce, and then one of the things that I usually will try to do when I play him is I will try to usually look for some kind of like roam type of pressure. So right here, I'm going to get a BP down for secretary. Took me a second to figure out exactly where I wanted to put it, but I decided on this spot because it's going to be able to hold for yellow and also for the connector walk up, and then also for reception. If anybody tries to go in through spiral, this camera will also see them for that. I guess also bathroom door if anyone jumps in bathroom window and then pushes bathroom, there's also that option. I'm going to be barricading the spiral double door, and that's just to like make sure that nobody can just walk into reception for free. Say if they go up to skylight and then they shoot open the window and then they just jump in and try to make it some kind of hero play. That's to stop that type of play. Now right here, someone actually does break my copy room window, so I'm going to go be like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to give that to him, and I'm going to go ahead and rotate out of here right now. And what I want to do in this type of position is I'm just trying to see if this guy is actually going to commit to admin or not. And what ends up happening is he doesn't actually commit to admin. However, I do start getting audio of a guy on the site window for meeting. So what I want to do in this type of position is I want to get rid of him out of that position. So I'm just quickly taking a look to see if anybody's holding me from Visa, and if not, one of the options that I actually have to get rid of this guy on this window is to actually open up this double door and then run out on him, because how the rappel works is that he's not going to be able to turn around to shoot at me, because I'm going to be so far like behind him basically that he won't actually be able to do anything about it. Now unfortunately he got off the window by the time I got there, so I was not able to actually get a free kill onto him. However, it's good that I have it open now, because if he does decide to go back to that window, I'm going to be able to run out there and essentially guarantee a free kill onto him. Now right here what I decided to do is I'm actually getting calls from my teammates that there's two guys pushing spiral. So in this type of position, I don't know why, but a lot of times in these type of positions, people that are pushing spiral, they don't pay attention to their flank like whatsoever, and it's a big problem, I feel like, because what ends up happening is I'm going to be able to just walk up spiral behind them and essentially guarantee myself some free kills. Because what ends up happening is they try to push into console, I'm going to go to get myself a free kill on one guy pushing secretary, and then I get audio for Ash in my hallway, I get another free kill onto him. Now it's a nice 2v1 position. The last guy is actually on this window for earlier in the round, but he knows that since it's a 2v1 position, he's stuck on a window. If he repels in, it's going to be a pincer, so he goes ahead and rotates up to the roof, which is the right idea. But I predict in this position that he will go to spiral, and he ends up jumping into the window, and I get myself a free kill onto him, because I predict that's going to be where he entries into, because it makes the most logical sense. Like, okay, I'm going to go spiral because it's the closest possible place he can enter from at that point. Now I decided I wanted to include this clip as well, because I feel like this rotate, a lot of people just aren't aware is actually a possible rotate. But one of the things this team has been doing is they've been pushing for the tunnel a lot on attack, and one of the things they actually do for us every single time they push this is they actually open up this Visa window. And a lot of people don't realize, but you can actually like jump out of this window and then rotate behind the enemy team for tunnel if they're trying to make some kind of rush push through it. Now right here I slowed down a little bit after I enter, because I don't know if the enemy team actually knows I'm here, because you only really appear on that for like a split second. But right here this Grim actually doesn't know that I'm coming, so I end up getting a free kill into him. And then what I'm going to be able to do in this position is, since I know there's probably more than one, I can go ahead and just rotate back out, which eventually does lead to us winning the round for me killing that guy, because my teammates are going to end up following up and collecting the last guy. Now, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, or if it's just me, but you guys know the observation blockers, right? So, I personally believe that when you use these, like, you get 3 of them, and they're, like, low-key kind of good, I'm not gonna lie. Because one of the things that is basically, like, the main thing that it does is just block drones, right? But the other thing that it does is that since drones can't see through them, right? That means that whatever utility is on top of them is basically hidden as well from a drone's perspective as well. And a lot of people in this game, you know, if they don't see it on their drone, it's, you know what I mean, they might as well assume it's not there, right? So what I do in a lot of this clip here is I'm actually putting my ADSs on top of my observation blockers, because when people drive their drones through it, they're not going to like just turn around and be like, oh, let me check the wall, you know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? Like, that'd be dumb. But what I do there is I'm putting all my observation downs for like very common entry points, while simultaneously putting my ADSs on top of them, because whenever the drones pass by, they're not gonna know that the ADSs are there. So there's a really good chance that if someone tries to make a play, they're gonna try to toss some flashbangs past the observation blockers, and my ADSs will catch them, which will give me advantage. Now right here I hop up on this hop up angle. A lot of people don't use this angle nearly as much as they should be, but this angle is really, really good for holding anybody that's on the breach. Right here, this guy's on the rappel trying to peek through the drone hole, and I actually end up getting myself a free kill onto him. And then one of my teammates is actually going to die over by games here. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to walk up to this doorway, and I'm going to go ahead and just hold the window on this very common angle that people like to sit on when they peek this window on the crouch angle, and I get myself a free kill onto him. And then the wall got open earlier in the round, so I'm going to go ahead and pre-fire this guy on the only angle that he can actually use to peek me, and get myself a free kill onto him as well and secure the round. Now the next tip that I kind of want to talk about is specifically for gunfights. And one of the things that I want to talk about is bullet manipulation. So what I mean by that is, one of the things people say a lot for like how to get like better kills on gunfights is to essentially like push the enemy when they're reloading. So like whenever someone empties out their mag, you want to push them because they're going to be stuck in a reload. But the thing that I'm talking about is by baiting that reflex that people have by essentially using half of your magazine, right? And then you want to pour in a little bit, like 4 bullets, I want to say, like around 4 bullets. So like right here, I'm going to shoot into the wall like 4 extra bullets, and this guy's going to ego challenge me, and I'm going to end up getting myself a free kill. That's kind of like a manipulated gunfight, and that's the thing that I'm trying to talk about. A lot of people won't fall for it, but I noticed the very, very aggressive players will fall for it. And that's the thing that I feel like you guys should try to learn as best as you can, is like try to like get those type of players to like run into you, but like hold just barely enough bullets to be able to get free kills on them. You know what I mean? And that'll essentially nail you so many free kills. It's not even funny. Now, the next thing I want to talk about here, guys, and I'm going to pause for this. There's a drone on my Cool Vibe staircase. How did this drone get here? This drone most likely came from Sunrise, the position that I just left, because when you think about it, right, I just killed somebody instead of Sunrise, right? And one of the things that I didn't show it in this clip, but I actually put a BP inside a service facing Sunrise. So one of my dead teammates is actually going to give me callouts if there's a guy that's inside of Sunrise. And for context, the next kind of manipulation gunfight I want to talk about is giving the enemy player time to get into a angle that is very common for them to try to hold you, and then pre-firing that exact angle that you predict them to be on. Now we're going to unpause. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the drone here. Like I said, there's a guy inside of Sunrise that is essentially going to be trying to look to kill me. And I just give him time to get on the angle to cover me for me walking down Cool Vibes. And then I go ahead and swing it aggressively, and I end up swinging and getting myself a free kill on him. And that pretty much secures the round because now it's a 4v2 position. But anyway, guys, for context, the last 2 guys are going to push service and lobby. My teammates are going to follow up and collect the last 2 kills, and we're going to end up securing the round. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for my tip video for Jaeger. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Also, give me feedback on any operators that you guys want to see in the future, or any other like type of videos that you guys want to see. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!